Hi friends, in this session we are going to do cross tabulation or association of attributes or cross tab or contingency table analysis in Excel. Okay, this is the subsequent part of our previous session or class. In previous session already we have discussed about descriptive statistic, then frequency distribution, and how to make histogram in Excel. Already we discussed about this. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss about the cross tabulation or association of attributes. Okay, what exactly you will get from this analysis? Okay, in cross tabulation or association of attributes, in that you will going to find whether your attributes, or you can call it parameters, are it associated with each other or not, or if there is an association, then there will be a test, so that the test we will do in this session. Okay, so in previous session also we discussed about this data. This data is obtained from the Google source, and actual this data is obtained from the 200 students. They are school students, but I take this data from the Google source. Okay, so in that you can see we should have to see the first 2-3 questions. Okay, you can see here in last session already we discussed about what is the gender distribution in the data set. This type of questions you may going to answer with the help of previous analysis, that is the frequency analysis. Okay, and now in this session we are going to focus on the relationship between these particular two parameters. Okay, for example, you can see here the third question: do different genders prefer different programs? For example, there are male and female genders, right? They do prefer different programs or not? We need to find out that. Okay, so that we need to do the cross tabulation analysis. Okay, so you can see here the data for the gender and data for race. For example, as of now I take the data for the gender and race only. Okay, and rest of the things you can compute by yourself, or just you do the data analysis. Okay, so you watch this at the end, otherwise you don't know what exactly you will get from this Excel sheet. Okay, so this type of Excel sheet we developed, and if anybody want this type of Excel sheet for your data analysis, then definitely contact us. You will get my contact number in the description box of this video, then definitely contact us. Okay, so see the one by one. Okay, previous session already we discussed about the descriptive statistic and everything regarding this. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the cross tabulation and association attributes, or cross tab or contingency table analysis. Okay, in that you can have the different type of contingency tables as well, so that you just focus on what exactly you will get. Okay, in cross tabulation, in final table you will get the cell display values. You called it the cell values, right? So because there is a contingency, so that 2 by 2, for example, you have 4 values, they are cell, they call as cell. Okay, single value they call. For example, male and Hispanic race. Okay, this is the corresponding value for the Hispanic and male, so you will get this, and we call this the cell display. And so in this value represent the count of this particular male falls under the category of Hispanic race. Means, for example, we have the 4 races. Okay, so already we discussed, but again I little bit explain this to you, so you will understand what exactly going here. So you can see here we have the two things. In that, first we have the column, and second we have the rows. In column, we take the race as a Hispanic, Asian, African American, and white. Okay, so in our rows we consider as male and female. That is a category. You keep in mind before do the analysis, because in frequency distribution or in cross tabulation we need only qualitative data or categorical data, right? So that we consider gender, race, then social economic status, then school type, then program for the analysis of cross tabulation. Okay, but we have the quantitative data. Okay, these are the scores obtained by the students. Okay, so reading, writing, math, science, and social science study. Okay, so this analysis we will do in the subsequent session. Okay, so because this is the quantitative analysis, quantitative data analysis, so that we will discuss in next session. In this session we are just focused on the how to do the cross tabulation or association of attributes in Excel. Okay, let's see the one by one thing, so you will understand exactly what I did over here. And if you want this type of Excel sheet, this type of Excel sheet is paid Excel sheet. If you want, then definitely contact us. You will get my contact number in the description box of this video. Otherwise, just comment below the video, so you will get the information. And keep in mind, all services we provide are paid services, so if anybody want any information regarding this, then definitely contact us. Okay, so you can see I take two variables over here or character over here, so that you can see here the gender versus race. And in gender we have two categories, one is male and another one is female, and we denoted male and female is different numbers. Already we have seen that. Okay, with 0 and 1. Okay, for example, race I have 4 categories. First is a Hispanic, second Asian, then African American, and white. Okay, in that we denoted as a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the analysis purpose. Okay, so in cell display, what exactly you will get here, you will get the count. For example, in race Hispanic, how many males are there? Okay, so you will get the 13 males. For Asian, how many males? You will get 3. Likewise, you will get value and whole male for the race. For example, you have the 200 observation rates. Among the 200 observation, how many males and how many females are there? You will get the number with the help of count. Okay, for example, you can see here for count for male here and count for female here. At the end you will get the total, means out of 200, 91 male students are there. Okay, and 109 female students are there in our data. Okay, so on that basis we just developed the cross tabulation to get the more information from the data. Okay, so below that you will get the expected count, then percent within gender, percent within race, percent within total. Okay, so you can see here the how I calculated the count. Okay, let's see the first. You can see here the formula. I put the formula like a sum of product, and then I give the range. Okay, and range equals to 0. 0 it means male. Okay, then multiply by the I give the second C 10 to C 209. It means 200 observation. In that I wrote here the one only one it's indicate for the Hispanic. If here is 2, it's a Asian. 3 African American. 4 white. Likewise I computed count. Okay, then expected count, you can compute the expected count as well. It's a simple to compute the expected count. You can see here the formula. In that expected count, you should have to see here the total of column and total of row. You consider this total of column, then this is the total of row, and you will get the 200 values from here. Okay, because we have the 200 values for the race and gender, so you will get this expected count value. Okay, then you percent within gender, you calculate that as well. Percent within race, you calculate that within race. Then percent total, you will get the total, and finally you will get the 45.90%. Means if you see here how many males among the 200, it's a 45.50% are male student. Okay, and how many are females there? 54.5% females are there. Okay, so this type you can develop the cross tabulation table. Okay, so you can put all needed values in a thesis. Okay, and in many online softwares or any other softwares, they will provide you limited things in that. Okay, so I put it everything which is needed for your research. Everything is over here, and all our sheets are the fully automatic sheets. You need to just put your data over here, or just send us your data or your information regarding your data. For example, you take a male, female, or transgender also, you added one variable in that as well, so that we can make design as per your requirement, right? So all Excel sheets are available for the analysis, or if you want only analysis, then also you contact me. We will provide it all the analysis regarding any subject. Okay, regarding agriculture or social sciences or any data analysis, we will provide. Okay, so below that, very important thing. How we know about gender and race are associated with each other? Okay, because we need to get to know from this to association of gender and race, right? So that you can see here the one warning is here. Okay, for example, you can see here 2 expected counts are less than 5, representing 25% of the total count. Why these things is here? Okay, because already I put 3 and 2 value over here. This is not a correct one. This is just I modified values. Okay, because you will get the warning. Okay, what exactly warning you will get? Because if we use the chi-square test for testing the hypothesis, whether our characters or parameters are associated with each other or not, so that we should have to run different tests. For example, there is a criteria. If our expected count is below 5 or 5.01, then we should have to use the different method for the hypothesis. Okay, so we can use the Fisher's extract test. If you want the information about the Fisher extract test, then definitely contact us or just comment below this video, so that we will make the next video on the Fisher extract test, how you gonna use this extract test over here. Okay, so this session we will only focus on the chi-square test, because many times what happen, researchers or students or anybody who need this type of data analysis, they ignore the warning, right? So they don't look at the warning and they use that, because sometimes what happen, if we have, you can see here the expected count 1 2 3 4, and for female 4, total we have the 8 values, right? What happen if our 8 values are below 5? Then you should have to go for the chi-square test. And what happen if our all values are above 5? Then also you can use the chi-square value. Okay, but few values in that, sometimes you can 80-20% ratios are there. If you want to learn more things about this, the what exactly the criteria and all things, you can just Google it or just read it from your books. Okay, so I'm this is not a theoretical class, this is just a representation of how exactly you will going to do the data analysis in Excel. It's a totally practical approach, right? What exactly we are going to use over here, that is a practical approach. Okay, you can see here we explaining this warning. Okay, so now I am going to change this warning. Okay, you can see here you didn't see any formula in formula var. You can see in formula var you didn't see any formula, right? Because I just modified these values, because this is fully automatic sheet. You just need to modify your values only and nothing else. You can see here, I will put these two values again. Okay, you can see here, you will get the note instead of warning, right? How you will get the note instead of warning? Because in our data set there is a no any value is below 5 or 5.01, right? So you can see here, you will get the warning, all expected counts are valid, because our expected counts are valid and the minimum expected count is 5.04. And you see here in second note, you will get the recommendation. In recommendation, use the chi-square test. In previous you already saw, you will get the Fisher exact test recommendation, right? So this type of sheet work, and this is fully automatic, so not need to do anything, just you need to put the data and you will get the answer, right? Okay, let's discuss about the chi-square test. Okay, now we found that things, what exactly the number of male in particular race, right? Number of female in particular race, and what is the total number, right? So already we find this type of questions or answer from this table. Okay, but exactly we would like to know about the there is actual associations. It means statistically association between race and gender or not. So that we are going to use the chi-square test for this. Okay, so before doing the chi-square test, we should have to set up our hypothesis. Okay, in hypothesis we should because in chi-square we have two parameters, right? So that only we have the two hypotheses, right? So in that first you can see H naught or HO, whatever it may be, you call it. Okay, I just put H naught. Okay, so that you mention that H naught is a no association between gender and race. This is our first hypothesis. And then second hypothesis we have, there is an association between gender and race. This is our second hypothesis, correct? So we need to now check whether we need to accept H naught or HA. Okay, let's do the Pearson chi-square test. You see here the value 3.204. This is Pearson chi-square value. Just click on it, you will get here the big formula. I will show you that it's a too big formula for everybody. Okay, because I avoided many tables. Okay, so that I put all things together in a single formula, so I will get directly the chi-square value. If you want, you can read this, and it's a difficult one, right? So let's see, you will get the chi-square value. Now you can see here the degrees of freedom. Now how you calculate the degrees of freedom for the Pearson chi-square value in cross tabulation. Okay, so you can see here we have the formula for that. For example, we have the rows. You can see a row and columns, right? So that we should have to subtract one from rows and one from column, right? And we need to multiply it. It's a simple one, so you will get the degrees of freedom. For example, we have male and female. If we subtract one from this, remaining only one. Okay, we have 4 races. We subtract 1, you will get 3. 3 into 1, you will get 3. So that you can see here the degrees of freedoms are 3. Okay, so after this is our calculated chi-square value. Okay, this value is calculated one because just we calculated from our data, but there is a standard or table values we need to compare with that. Okay, so you can see here the 7.815. This is the my chi-square value. You can see here the chi-square, inverse, and right tail. Okay, if you want information about the right tail, two tail, left tail, likewise, so you can learn from Google or any book. Everywhere it's available. Okay, so this chi-square table value is for 0.05%. If you want 1%, you can just put 1 over here, so you will get the chi-square value. Okay, now we need to compare this tabulated value with our calculated value. You can see here the calculator, so that we will get some significance over there. So you can see here, once we do the calculation, you see here the formula. Already I put the if formula over there, so that it will do automatically everything. Okay, so you can see here it will give us a HA acceptance. It means there is an association between our race and gender. Okay, that you will get from this table value and calculator value. But there is another option to get the significance, right? And that's we call as a probability value. That's a p value. You can see here the p value. You will get the p value, and on that p value basis you need to take out the significance or inference. Okay, so everything I put it over here. You need to compare this p value with the standard alpha value. Alpha value is 0.01 and 0.05. Okay, already we did everything over here, so that you can see here our significance and inference we get from this test is HA is accepted and H0 is rejected, right? So you can see here there is an association between gender and race, and you see at the end you will get the 2 star. 2 stars means 1%, 1 stars means 5% level of significance. You in other language you can call it 95 or 99, likewise. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, now already we know everything, because we discussed about the table, then we discussed about the chi-square test, and we analyzed or obtained the inference from the hypothesis. Now we need to see whether our race and okay, just a minute. Yeah, race and gender, there is a association of strength. Okay, we exactly calculate the exact how much strength we get for the association of these two character. Okay, so we have 3 measures for that, so that we can calculate the association strength. Okay, for the particular character we selected for the analysis. Okay, so in the first we can see the phi value. Okay, second is the contingency coefficient value and Kramer V value, so that we get the values over here. Okay, in that you can see here 0.127, 0.126, 0.127. Okay, it's almost nearly equal to each other. Okay, so p value also you can use the same p value which is used for the chi-square test. So once we get these values, so that we can calculate the significance. Okay, so we get the significance. Okay, we compare these values, means this p value we compare, we will get the same inference from this as well. Okay, so we accept HA and we reject H0, so that there is an association between gender and race. So now we can going to see the how much association strength is there, so that just we categorize that strength in a different values. You can see here below table you will get the association strength and the values, so that below you can say the less than equal to 0, greater than 0, and less than equal to 0.1, greater than 0.1, less than equal to 0.3, greater than 0.3, less than equal to 0.5, and greater than 0.5. Every value has its strength, right? So if your value is you can see here for example phi value or contingency coefficient value is equal to or less than 0, then there is a no association. Okay, So you can see here 0 and 0.1, there is a weak association, then moderate association, strong association, and very strong association. So already we put the formula over here in formula bar. Everything is fully automatic, so you don't need to do anything, just you read it. Okay, so we get the values, the moderate association. Okay, so you can just tell from this measures of symmetry test, race and gender, or you can call it gender or race, are moderately associated with each other, or there is a correlation between them. Okay, so this is whole data is about the cross tabulation analysis. Okay, I think so everything I told you or give the information, it's very useful for your thesis. Okay, so just use that information. If you don't have any query regarding this, then definitely ask me in the comment box. I will definitely going to answer your queries. Okay, and if you want the data analysis regarding this, means if you have questionnaires and you obtain the data from the survey basis data, so that we will do that type of analysis and we will provided you that type of analysis. Okay, we provided all type of data analysis services. So, and we provided a soft copy of Excel sheet as well, formulated Excel sheet, but it's all things we provided are paid one. Okay, so keep in mind, and you will get my WhatsApp number in the description box of this video. So I think all you understand the cross tabulation. It's a very easy topic and very easy to understand. Just we need to find out the correlation, or we need to find out the there is an any relationship between or association between that particular characters that we need to find from this cross tabulation. Okay, so if any query, then definitely ask me in the comment box as well. Okay, thank you so much.